green colors here. It's like teal, purple, and white. I'm going to use that as my base. And I'm just in love with this design, so I wanted to show y'all because it is kind of simple. I mean, I've been painting for a while. I will say I specialize in butterflies probably, so I'm kind of known for my butterflies. So I'm picking up here, so this one here, and I'm just gonna get a little tip of green because we want some green in this design because we're kind of inspired by St. Patrick's Day. So we'll see how that goes. I have a mirror here, so hopefully I can do it with my mirror. So I'm gonna start on one side, and I usually do the inverse of this with the dark color. I do the dark color on the outside, but this time I'm actually putting it on the inside because I'm going to enhance the exterior. And then on the opposite side, I'm also gonna put some shadow down, but keeping that purple on the inside and the green here toward the corner. So this is the base of our design. All right, next I'm going to load up a paintbrush. This is my 5/8 paintbrush. My favorite paintbrush in the world is a flat 5/8 paintbrush. So I love it so much. And so here's my second tackle box. These have more of my one strokes. So I'm going to pick up some of my black here, or my green and black. All right, great. So coming over to the wing, I want to really make this wing dramatic, okay? So I'm coming out here. Okay. It's like an S stroke. The loop. And do another S stroke here for our second wing that will be insinuated there. Okay, just painting that butterfly wing with my favorite brush. Oh, get a little insinuation there of little tails. And on this side, I'm gonna do the same thing, but just more minimal right on this side. This one is only an accent. You could also get a couple tails out there. It's not pretty. You can see kind of where we're going here, huh? So let me do another couple. I want to do just a couple more interest strokes in here with the green. I'm actually probably going to come back to green here in a second, but I'm going to switch to purple now. So taking a new 5/8 brush, I'm going to switch over to my purple one stroke. So let's do that. It's going to be this one over here. Cold front. And now it's really cold. But I prefer the cold over 90-degree weather. Oh my gosh, it was too hot yesterday. The bad news is that it's going to keep getting hotter. So I'm just filling in the spaces that I didn't do here on the side. Ooh, I have to make decisions. Decisions. Alright, fine. Okay, I'm just giving more detail here to our butterfly. I'm going to use the edge of the brush to just make some lines of interest here and kind of cut through. Okay. Really makes it look like a butterfly. Right, there we go. You could do it to the other side, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do it like that. I'm going to add some purple here though. Quite pretty, isn't it? I'm in love. I'm going to do a beautiful large rose here. I'm doing purple, but you could do any color that you want to. Yeah, and actually I'm going to do a little bud on this side here too. Wants to be a part of the party too, right? Yeah. Getting that inside of that rose now. Both of them. This is just a half flat brush. You know, sometimes that first stroke is not going to be like the best defined, so I do go over them. I just give it a second to dry, and then I'll go over it again if I need to. Like if you're on the job, you don't always have the opportunity to do that. But you can see when it's dry, because when it's it goes matte when it's dry. And then it really makes that rose pop, right? So I'm gonna come here to the side and do a couple little petals. I love these little roses, they're so pretty. Alright, cool. So now we have our little roses. I'm gonna go back to my green paintbrush and I'm gonna use that to make a couple little leaves. So This is mostly a green and purple design. I think those colors together are just absolutely gorgeous. When I was a kid, they were my absolute favorite colors, and I still love them. You know, sometimes that first stroke is not going to be like the best defined, so I do go over them. I just give it a second to dry, and then I'll go over it again if I need to. Like if you're on the job, you don't always have the opportunity to do that. But you can see when it's dry, because when it's it goes matte when it's dry, and then it really makes that rose pop, right? So I'm gonna come here to the side and do a couple little petals. I love these little roses, they're so pretty. Very cool. So now we have our little roses. I'm gonna go back to my green paintbrush and I'm gonna use that to make a couple little leaves. So this is I'm trying to be very careful not to do too much and just to keep them small. I don't love what happened here, but it's all good. There we go. I think I can even do a little bit of a insinuation of a leaf here, the corner of the eye. That just kind of helps close in that area there. It needed something. You know? I'm picking up some white now. My line work white. I have my little hand palette, my lovely trusty hand palette. It's amazing. Hello. It just helps me keep the consistency of my line work paint really, really good. So I'm going to come into the inside of the rose here and very carefully and gently create a little swirl, just a little swirl on the inside. Just to give it a little bit more interest. Like what you do with watercolor too, you do that inside of the rose to give it that interest. All right, while I have this brush, I'm gonna do some teardrops. I love doing these in butterflies. As you can see, the process is layering. I'm just layering, layering, layering. And that's what makes it like, give it the wow effect, right? Put down the base, start one color, switch to the next color. And I'm happy to paint my face any day, but I way prefer to paint other people. I think it's hard to paint your own face. But I don't have any kids, so for me to practice, it was either my face or other people's kids, right? And I think it's okay to have only your face to practice on, because that's how I got good. Just putting a couple starbursts here. And I do apologize, I'm not answering y'all's comments because I can't see them right now. I have the camera on the other side. I'm trying to figure out my technical issues because it's been a while since I've gone live. But I love going live and I love showing how to face paint and how to paint and how to do, you know, the watercolor stuff. And I really do love sharing this information. So thank you for watching. Oh, you know what I forgot? I really love the tails, okay? That's my new obsession. So just doing a little tail with a little bit of purple too. And I would do this when I'm working on the roses. Not one of them, I did better than the other. I think it's really fun, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to, it's fitting that this one's larger anyway, so let's see. Yeah, look at that. And of course you could vary this into any color combination. Rainbow butterfly with pink flowers, or, you know, I mean, like what else? You could do orange with yellow flowers, or orange with blue flowers. You know, those colors, it's nice to choose two colors that contrast each other really well. Yeah, take a look. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. I'm going to take some pictures now, and I'll be posting those later, so thank you so much. Mwah! Have a wonderful rest of y'all's day, okay?